So Steven Crowder went live with Russell Brand on Rumble yesterday, and he dropped a few bombshells on that show. One of them being the fact that he is signing with Rumble for Mug Club. I think that's a great decision. I think that his views definitely align with Rumble's views, and I'm rooting really hard for Rumble. I post on Rumble all my videos that I post on YouTube. I want to eventually start doing some Rumble exclusive stuff as well. And I think Steven Crowder is just, dude, it's another really big name with a really big influence going over to Rumble, and I think it's a great decision, not just for Rumble, but also for Steven Crowder, because their views align really heavily. He won't have to censor himself. He can do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants over on Rumble. And like I said, I'm rooting for Rumble. So I want them to get all these big names like Steven Crowder, like Andrew Tate, like, Aiden Ross, Sneeko, all these other guys. I hope that they all go over there, man, because Rumble, YouTube needs a competitor like Rumble. Let's check out this clip.
Rumble. I guess Rumble's our #1 draft pick. I guess, well, hopefully we're a draft pick for you guys too. Rumble. Betting on ourselves, and Rumble is a hedge on those bets because they actually support what we do. You guys know what we do, right?
Absolutely.
You know it comes with, like, there are going to be some headaches. Not everyone's going to be thrilled with this. Like, YouTube's going to be pissed. You know how Rumble's pronounced in French?
No.
Rumble.
I should have known that, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Can't wait.
So there's the official clip of Steven Crowder signing with Rumble. I think it's a great decision, like I said, but he also dropped a couple of other bombshells as well. I think Steven Crowder, this new arc that he's on with, going after people who fall in line with big tech, which I guess you could kind of say I do. I don't really know. I think that I understand the rules, choose to play inside of it. I don't really censor myself too much into it. Like, in terms of actually getting points across, I don't think I ever have to censor myself. I think that if you understand the rules, understand what you can and can't say, you can dance around them while still getting the same point across. Yeah, it's kind of annoying having to not say certain words and make up made up words for certain things, make up terms to substitute for certain words that you're not allowed to say. But it is what it is, man. You got to play within the rules until you're able to escape it completely and hop on over to Rumble because you have enough influence to do so. But whenever you're a smaller creator trying to come up, you kind of have to just play within the rules, man, because YouTube is like the largest search engine in the world, and it just has a better algorithm than all the other sites. But like I said, rooting for Rumble, hope they can get up there and compete with YouTube directly, see eye to eye with YouTube. But let's check out this clip right here. I think this is a really good one.
The issue, right? I understand working within systems to change the system. I get that. In other words, it's YouTube sandbox, you play in it. Not when you reach the point where you're precluded from speaking the truth. In other words, who are you reaching if it's not the truth? And Rumble is willing to gamble and let the cards fall where they may and allowing the truth to stand on its own. And you're going to have right-wing people, more conservative people migrate there first because they've sort of been exiled from big tech platforms. But my God, it's nice to see some people actually try. When they say they're fighting big tech, they are fighting big tech. The truth. In other words, who are you reaching if it's not the truth?
That's something that's really important there, man. That's something that it really clicked with me when I heard him say that for the first time, where he's like, yeah, you can play within YouTube sandbox. Yeah, you can play within the YouTube rules to change the system, play within the system to change the system. But if you're not being able to say the truth, if you're not able to say what you're truly thinking, what you're truly feeling, and what really is just the truth, then what's really the point? If you're playing within the sandbox, but you're having to censor yourself to the point where you're not able to say the truth, then what's really the point? Like, are you really at that point playing within the system to change the system, or are you just playing within the system for the purpose of making money or gaining a following? And I really resonate with that, man. I really agree with him 100% here. And I think that, I'm not going to censor myself in terms of getting certain points across. I'm not going to censor myself in terms of speaking the truth. I won't, if I have to, I'll take the ban, man. If I have to, I'll take the ban.
When I was on radio, right, you had the FCC, and they would say, you can't say, for example, you can say, I think that Harry Reid is a dick. You can't say, hey, Harry Reid has a small dick. Right, that was what they said. They said, you can say, crap. You can't say, I took a crap. These rules that were silly, but it was kind of a game of cat and mouse here with the FCC. Nothing scatological. Everyone is the FCC. What happens is YouTube says, well, you won't be able to make a living, and more importantly, no one will be able to find your videos unless you are advertiser friendly, and it's far more strict because it's not just naughty words, it's topics you can't cover. And so people are self-censoring. Go and listen to most of the podcasts out there right now. It is far more PG, vanilla, Disney friendly than what you would hear on basic AM radio. When I was on radio.
That's true, man. It is a lot worse nowadays, and I think and Elon Musk talked about this in the past as well. I think it's the advertiser model. It's the advertiser model that all these social media platforms have. It's YouTube it's so profitable because of not just for YouTube themselves, but also for creators. It's a really good system in terms of making money. It's a really bad system in terms of seeking truth. It just is, and Elon Musk understands that. That's why he's moving away from it, doing the Twitter Blue stuff, making money in other ways, not just solely relying on advertisers, because the problem with relying on advertisers, I think that PPD might have talked about this with Steven Crowder on his podcast, but the issue with the advertiser model is that if the advertisers leave, you're broke. If you're simply just relying on advertisers to make your money, to keep your platform afloat, if these people start saying inflammatory things, you have to ban them. Even if you want to have freedom of speech on your platform, you have to ban them or the advertisers will leave. If somebody gets canceled and you don't cancel them, if you don't follow through with the cancellation, these advertisers will leave. So the advertisers are really the ones that's running the company at that point. The advertisers are controlling the narrative that's being spewed, controlling the narrative, controlling the what people are allowed to say on the platform. It's not the TOS of the platform anymore. It's truly the advertisers that get to dictate what people are and aren't allowed to say on the platform. So that's a huge problem. I think the advertiser model probably needs to go. I don't have a solution. I'm not an expert on that subject. I just do know that finding other ways like Twitter Blue and the other ways that Elon Musk is making money on Twitter, which there probably will be some growing pains, right? Because the advertiser model, it seems to be the best that we know of right now. It's the easiest. It's proven to work in terms of making money, but it's proven to fail in terms of having free speech platforms. So it does need to go. I don't have a solution for you right now. I'm not a CEO of Twitter. I don't know the solution. But in terms of YouTube, if they want to compete with Rumble long term, I think that advertiser model will have to go. But Steven Crowder going over to Rumble, saying that on Rumble with Russell Brand, saying that he's going and signing with Rumble, I think it's a great decision. And I think that Russell Brand is also doing great work. Shout out to him. He's been doing a lot of great stuff lately. Russell Brand's been speaking truth, and it's great to hear from someone who's not necessarily a conservative. He's not on the right. Steven Crowder going on Russell Brand's show and then mostly agreeing on the major issues. It's a good thing to see. It's a good thing to see that there's people on the other side who are able to see the hypocrisy in the world, who are able to see the BS in the world. So shout out to Russell Brand, shout out to Steven Crowder. Happy for both of them, both of their success, and I'm happy that Steven Crowder is going over to Rumble. I think it's going to be great for Rumble and great for Steven Crowder. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole situation. What do you think about Steven Crowder going over to Rumble? What do you think about Russell Brand lately doing, all these collabs with conservative creators, speaking the truth, man, speaking the truth on Joe Rogan, speaking the truth everywhere. Let me know what you guys think about the entire situation.